Oh, YouTube, when are you going to learn that you got to start moderating the AI on your website? So AI on YouTube has just reached another level because there's an AI generated YouTube channel that uploaded nothing but videos of women being shot. So YouTube just recently banned this channel, but prior to that, it was up for 3 months and it had over 1,000 subscribers with over 175,000 views. Every single video on the channel features a woman getting shot. They're usually begging for their lives. Themes based on, like someone sexy getting shot, Lara Croft being shot, people being shot based on race and stuff like that. It was like the most sick, disturbing stuff of all time. So basically, there's a few pictures over here depicting it. I'm probably going to have to blur the pictures in total, but the least thing that I'll do is just not make the images bigger, because if I do, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get demonetized. But basically, there's images of guys aiming guns at women. They're trying to beg for their lives, and then they end up getting shot, and it's just the worst thing ever. The channel owner itself, as douchebag of a person that they are, they actually commented on this, saying that they did indeed generate these videos with Google's VO, which is the exact AI feature that YouTube is implementing to make videos like this, and VO is going to be everywhere on the website now. So yes, they use that same VO to generate videos of women getting brutally murdered. The douche actually commented on this and said, the AI uses paid per account. I have to spend around $300 per month, even though one account can only generate 8-second videos 3 times. The channel's owner wrote in a public post on YouTube. So imagine how many times I generate a video once I upload. I just want to say that every time I upload a compilation consisting of several 8-second clips, it's not enough for just one account. They said that they have 10 accounts, and they said, quote, I have to spend quite a lot of money just to have fun, they said. Hopefully this guy's house grows rockets and shoots them off into space. But anyways, they also posted polls asking subscribers to vote who you want to be the victims in the next video, and the options were Japanese/Chinese, white Caucasian, Southeast Asian, and the N-word. Keep in mind, this was all happening on good old YouTube.com, and YouTube took 3 freaking months to ban this channel off the website. And according to the writer of this article from 404 Media, it seems like they only removed the channel after 404 Media reached out for comment for this story. A YouTube spokesperson said that they terminated the channel for violating its terms of service, and specifically for operating the YouTube channel following a previous termination, meaning this is not the first time YouTube has removed a channel operated by whoever was behind Women Shot AI. So this absolute waste of oxygen made a channel where he's showing women getting brutally murdered, and this isn't even the first time that they've been banned. Who knows what other type of awful content that person was making. But anyways, and keep in mind, it's youtube.com. Before you upload a video on YouTube, it goes through a scan to make sure it's content that doesn't violate YouTube's guidelines. But I guess every single video that this guy made where it shows women just getting brutally murdered, I guess it was okay. YouTube was like, hey, okay, yeah. And again, remember, the channel was made in June of 2025, and it had over 1,000 subscribers, 175,000 views. And keep in mind, obviously, it's 3 months later. So yeah, imagine if 404 Media didn't reach out to YouTube for a comment. Imagine how long that channel would have just been freely uploading videos on YouTube. I mean, YouTube has been saying for years that they're going to be cracking down on AI content that violates their guidelines. And they're even saying that they're improving their systems to be able to detect content like this. And they claimed, oh, this type of content is already demonetized, but now we're going to be able to catch them easier, and we're going to be able to make sure that we bring them to justice. I guess 3 months later, after they get over 175K views. I mean, come on. The channel's name is literally Woman Shot AI. What the fuck? How is this type of content able to be on YouTube, and how is it able to get unnoticed for so long? If it's like channel with, like, I don't know, 5 subscribers with 5 views, then yeah, I mean, obviously it's gonna maybe fall under the radar a little bit, but 1,000 subscribers with over 100,000 views in the channel? Are you guys serious? In my last video, I was talking about how YouTube CEO did this Q&A with this YouTuber, John, and he was basically asking him questions about YouTube's platform, AI, stuff like that. And one of the questions he actually asked the CEO was about AI slop content. And Neil had some pretty interesting answers to how AI content should be dealt with. Now, earlier in the interview, he was asked about it too, but I want to go over a specific part where he talks about AI slop in the specific cat channel that we're going to get into. This channel right over here, MP Minds, this brilliant cat channel with over 1 million subscribers. But yeah, earlier in the video, he says there should be no discrimination based on what video is promoted or monetization, whether a video is AI or not. So he's basically saying, yeah, I mean, if people make AI slop content, it's all good. They should be able to get monetized. But let's see what he says about this specific channel.
These are videos that, I've seen or I've made. So like this one is one that, I spent hundreds of dollars editing, my own camera, my own face, everything. Fully human. This one is one where I prompted the idea from AI. There's a lot of like tools out there. Like it gave me an idea. I started talking. I prompted the script, tweaked it, partially AI. This one is like I just prompted a video about Labubus, which I know nothing about, and I deepfake myself.
But now you're an expert.
Honestly, Neil, I feel guilty about that video because here's me talking about Labubus and all these amazing graphics. And this cost a fraction of the price. We use this tool called Agent Opus from Opus Clip. And then on the other side of the spectrum, this is from a channel that has over 1 million subscribers. This video has about 30 million subscribers. There's no face. It's a ton of like content like on their channel that's very much like this AI kitten, like kind of going about their day. I'm just wondering, like, what's the difference in monetization discovery between these types of videos?
Yeah. What do you think the difference should be?
I think it's a big question, but I think this one uses my name, image, and likeness. And there should be parameters where if it's deep faked by somebody else, and there should be a content ID that clamps down on that. The topic, I don't know. I'm curious to hear your take.
Yeah.
But this one is the thing I feel really weird about.
What do you think should be the case in that last example?
I don't know. What do you think? Like, what do you think?
So Neil goes on to answer the question. I'll show you guys the answer in a second, but I don't know why like he keeps on saying like, oh, well, what do you think? Well, what do you think? I mean, it seems like we're afraid to give opinions here, so I'll just give mine. No, this channel that takes these videos of cats in these weird ass scenarios should not be pushed out like other actual real content, nor should it be able to go viral and get over 1 million subscribers with only 150 videos and getting 275 million views. I mean, no, this type of content should not be in the running for the most viewed content on YouTube because it is AI slop. This is the type of channel where the term AI slop originated from. Look at these videos that you're seeing on screen. Is this the type of content that you want to see on your homepage and your recommended as the most hyped videos? I mean, this is the type of content that we're having to compete with nowadays as content creators. Cats in these weird scenarios. It's just weird that the CEO of YouTube doesn't see the slippery slope and saying, yeah, you know, I don't think this type of content should be suppressed at all, and it should be able to compete normally with other type of content. So it's basically saying, hey guys, if you want to be big on YouTube with as little effort as possible, go get an AI video generator and just generate cats and sports bras and stuff like that, and you'll be good to go. You'll be viral, you'll get 1 million subscribers, you'll make a bunch of money, and you won't even have to put any effort. Welcome to youtube.com. But anyways, enough of my yapping. Let's actually hear what Neil has to say about this.
That's a big question.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it is. I think that you know, the third one in your example there, I do think that, at least in my view, that one is, and obviously there's all kinds of context and sort of which channels and whose channel and who did that and what was labeled, and you know, all that sort of stuff really matters to answer sort of definitively. But I think in general, the way that you described or used the content ID analogy applies. It's the reason why I have been very public about creators, and you know, I use the term creator here very broadly. Creators, artists, musicians, etc., should be able to protect their likeness, their face, their voice on YouTube. And I think that this is a place where YouTube is not just you know, a collection of words and statements. It's not just me saying that. We have a long track record here of living up to that principle, and you described it. It's called Content ID. And that, of course, exists in sort of the copyright realm, but I think a lot of those analogies carry forward into the AI world. You're right. If there's a video that basically looks and sounds like John, like that's saying stuff that is pulling your audience or, you know, tricking your audience or what have you, then there should be some action. And so I'm agreeing with sort of your approach on that one.
And what about studios that make this content that almost it's so easy for them and it's so hard for us human creators that it kind of takes away that digital real estate on YouTube?
I think this goes back to what I said, is I don't think a piece of content should be penalized just because it was created with AI. There's going to be amazing content that is produced with AI, and being short-sighted about it, I think, is not good for the creator ecosystem and is not good for YouTube. So that's the sort of the high-level statement. Having said that, as you said, and I don't know anything about this particular video or whether it's high quality or low quality or what have you, but understanding the problem as I described it, which is these tools might result in the production of amazing content. They will, but they might also result in the easy production of content that is generally, you know, whatever, clickbaity or low quality or what have you. Then it's incumbent on YouTube to make sure that we address that on the platform so that it doesn't become overrun with that type of content. And that's no different than the way that I described how we dealt with challenges like clickbait, you know, years ago.
So again, it seems like it took a while for him to actually answer the question, but really his answer is, yeah, I think this type of content should be viewed equally as actual content on YouTube that is actually made by somebody, and saying, you know, we need to make sure that this type of content follows our community guidelines. That's great and all, but you know, you mentioned a few things like, you know, mass produced, low quality, low effort, you know, clickbait type of content, right? I mean, to be honest, it sounds like you're describing this channel perfectly. I mean, let's go ahead and, you know, watch one video. Let's go look at it looks like the fitness coach is offering private lessons. Let's go ahead and give this one a watch. So, you know, they're, I don't know, kissing their cat husband or whatever. And now I guess they're doing private lessons with this other cat, and so the guy calls the cat woman wife, and you know, he's backstage making out with this, and now this is a simulated, you know, intercourse scene. 9 months later, now the cat is pregnant. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, is this the type of content that, look, what the look, the water just broke, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's just, yeah, I don't know, this is the type of content that is on YouTube. This perfectly describes everything that Neil was saying about mass-produced, low-effort content that should violate YouTube's guidelines. And you guys want to know something funny? And I'm going to leave this in the video on purpose. I bet you YouTube is either going to demonetize me or ban my ass for showing this YouTube short on my channel as opposed to the actual channel itself. It would be the funniest thing ever. YouTube has the opportunity to do something funny here. But yeah, anyways, that's it for the video. AI on YouTube is just awful. Women shot AI channel with, you know, 1,000 subscribers over 3 months, and then channels like this are able to thrive on YouTube. And yeah, I don't know. The more I talk about this, the more annoyed I'm getting. So yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts on the situation in the comments. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. See ya.